So I was probably like 8 years old. I remember running into the house, crying, telling my dad that there was a neighbor up the hill. Some guy was, I think, throwing rocks at dogs that would get on his property. And my dad just came outside with me. We started walking up the hill. And some other neighbors were out kind of congregating around this guy's house now up the hill. And my dad, I guess, approached him. He was standing outside, and my dad approached him. I think my dad was just like, I heard you were throwing rocks at dogs, whatever it was. Then the guy said, what are you going to do about it? And pushed my dad. And, there's maybe 20 people scattered around, neighbors. And I was like behind my dad, and I knew in that moment that my dad had to make a decision. And it was like, this guy was older, totally out of shape. My dad was in great shape. And if they would have had a fight, I wouldn't have been worried at all about my dad. But my dad just walked away. My dad knew that for the short term that he was going to lose points with this 7-year-old kid. He was his hero. My dad was a historian, was a long-term guy. He just understood time, and he understood lessons, that violence doesn't solve anything, that it's okay to not look good in a situation and do what's right. It's okay to not be your son's hero for a little while, because it's a long game. All these years later, it's like I couldn't be more proud of the man that my dad was.